Órale, Cholo Trucker Más movies and shows, and here we got the Netflix movie The Weekend Away. The Weekend Away came out in 2022. It is an hour and 29 minutes long. You can only find it on Netflix because it is a Netflix movie. Let's get down to the description. When her best friend vanishes during a girls' trip to Croatia, a woman races to figure out what happened. However, each clue yields another unsettling deception. All right, man. Rotten Tomatoes has this movie at 41%. Okay. Um, look, when it comes to this movie, it's a movie that I like, but I don't want to oversell it. Because in all reality, I enjoyed the movie. I did. It's one of those movies where it's like, okay, yes, what happened? And everyone's a suspect, right? You're watching the movie, it's like, oh, I think this person was involved. Oh no, you know what? I think that person, why is this person so close to her? Why is this person helping? Why is this person that? Why is this right? It's one of those movies that really has your mind spinning in circles, right? And then when a certain secret comes out, you're kind of like, ooh, wow, that is crazy. It even starts to make you think like, okay, is it if what I'm watching is it really, is it really leading me down a certain path to make me believe somebody else is involved? Or am I just watching the movie and everybody's a suspect? Because that's how it first started. Like everybody becomes a suspect and you start pointing people out. And then the movie starts leading you down a certain path. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know if I should go down this path. So it's definitely a movie that really has you, at the edge of your seat, kind of just wondering like what's going on, what's going on, what's going on. But I will say this, at a certain point, it gets a little dull. It gets a little dull, and you're just kind of like, okay, I don't know, she's kind of doing some stupid stuff here, and I just don't know. Well, when the secret comes out, that's capturing right there. It's like, oh, okay, all right, didn't know this. All right, made the movie interesting, and then it hits another little dull spot. But overall, like the payout to the movie towards the end, when you think the movie's over, it's not over, right? It's one of those things. And that's what I really enjoyed about the movie. It's like, oh, okay, got it. All right. Well, there it is, case closed. And it's like, oh, wait, no, maybe not. So that part I liked about the movie. However, I do want to say this. Something about the movie that just really struck me where it's like, man, I enjoyed it, but I it's just okay of a watch. Even though it did have me connected, even though it did have me engaged in the movie on what's going on, it wasn't the acting. Maybe it was the part that or the fact that it took place in Croatia, whatever it may be. But it just kind of had me like at the end of the movie, like, okay, I enjoyed it. I felt like I enjoyed it, but there was something there where I'm like, yeah, I mean, if I never watched it, it'd be okay. But look, overall, if you got the time, the hour and a half, I do recommend it. Um, it was probably her, the main actress, that was doing certain things in the movie where I'm just kind of like, all right, this is kind of turning me off a little bit. Yet the story was engaging, right? And I wanted to find out what happened. I wanted to find out what happened to the friend. Where did she go? She went missing. Yeah, even though there were certain parts there where it was kind of dull, and I was just kind of like, I don't know, man. This chick's really kind of ruining it for me. Yet there's enough going on there that kept me engaged to think like, or not to think, but to really have me sit there and say like, no, I want to know how this ends. I want to know what happened. So, look, if you got an hour and 30 minutes, yeah, check it out. It is on Netflix, and I enjoyed it. Rotten Tomatoes has that 41%. I'll put it higher than that. It was a pretty good watch. It was a pretty good watch, and yeah, I enjoyed it, but I don't want to exaggerate and say like it's a must watch. But it was pretty good, not bad at all. That is The Weekend Away on Netflix. Total Trucker, Moss Movies and Shows. Catch you guys on the next one.